We are about 40 miles or so south of Candlestick Point at a place that first opened back in 2014 as you get a look at Levi's Stadium here in Santa Clara, California. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Chicago Bears and the San Francisco 49ers. This is fielded at the goal line.
Down, 70, Indy. X3, 2X,
Throwing on first down. Tyler gets this one to Juszczyk. Give him 9 on the play, and it'll be second and about a yard to go for the first. A good, safe pass there right off the bat.
That's almost a rhythm play. That's what we like to call it. Get them into rhythm early, something safe, something they're confident about, something they feel good. And once that's completed, then you just keep moving from there because the confidence elevates.
The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Looking to throw. Tyler. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. And this will be good for a pickup of 9 to the 46.
Now that's often a surprise for the defensive guys when they see the big fella slide out of the backfield and catch the ball. Not something they usually go over in practice very often.
That last catch short of the marker by just a yard leaves him with a very manageable 2nd and 1. 2nd and 1. Looking to complete it to Pettis, and he's got him. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Dante Pettis, his 17th touchdown now on the season, as his guys are able to strike first here in this opening quarter. Gonzalez good on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Trubisky brings the Bears up 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Alert, 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 alert. Hey, Alpha. 57 to Mike. I got it. Hey, check Mike 57. Mike 57. I got you. I got you.
Trubisky will throw. Open man is Jacob Hollister. And they're able to get this one across the 35. Mark that down as a pickup of 13, and the Bears have the first. Now, Charles, what's the mindset here offensively? You gave up the touchdown pretty quickly. Would it have changed if you had gotten a stop and it would be 0-0 right now, or no?
I wouldn't think so. I think in most cases, just down a touchdown, you know, I mean, we're just getting started here. It should be a long way to go. You think to yourself, stick with the game plan, all the things you worked on in practice. But you have some teams that when they get down, their natural tendency is to aggressively strike back. And let's see if they want to get outside of the game plan we expect and try and be aggressive on their first series.
And a good swarm to the football defensively as they get him down at about the 40.
Well, he's looking for some running room, and there wasn't a whole lot of it there on that play. I think he was lucky to get a couple of yards out of it because those defenders, they were rallying to the football pretty quickly.
Keep it up, keep it up. Ran, go. Hey, high 7.
From the 40 now on 2nd down. Trubisky. That's complete to the Memphis man, Anthony Miller. And he'll be taken down, but not before he works it past the 50. A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So from inside Niner territory now, this is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line. They'll run on first down. Cohen. And the tackle there by Quan Alexander.
Well, we saw him there trying to get it to the outside, trying to get to the perimeter, but not a whole lot of room there. But there's got to be one positive to that. If you keep moving laterally, creases tend to develop as the game moves on, and they can run it back inside later.
They're running it.
Throwing on 2nd and 8. Trubisky, and that is incomplete. A lot of force bearing down on him there. He could not hang on. It's 3rd down.
That's very well timed there defensively because it's not a bad throw, but the collision came at the exact time he was reaching to bring in the football. Really, really well done.
Decent offense, just better defense. I think you're right. They'll need to get this to the 38. That's where the first down marker is here on 3rd. Throwing here, Trubisky. He's going to loft one deep left side here. And that'll be incomplete. Well, they took their shot all right, but it comes up empty, and it's 4th down. Those passes out that far wide always make you hold your breath a little bit. Felt like it was in the air for a while.
What it does is it allows a defender to gain some ground, come from a long distance, and have a chance to affect the pass.
He punted 5 times in the win last week as this one's away.
That's a double win there, partner. You keep out of the return man's hands, and you pin him inside the 5-yard line. Pretty darn good.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Now, they'll be looking to duplicate the efforts of drive number 1 that resulted in 7 points in the 7-zip lead.
Well, you know how much I enjoy horse racing, right? Looks like they caught a flyer out of the gate, as they would say when you're running the big-time races. Means they get out to a fast start. They're setting the pace, making the other team chase now.
Meanwhile, they take a shot to start the drive, but this is going to wind up incomplete. An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10.
Check 13. Check. Lucky. Hey, Foxtrot.
From deep in their own territory, they look to throw. Well, this is taken in. It's complete. He's at the 30, 20, 10. Touchdown, 49ers. Dante Pettis, 95 yards. And the 49ers are able to strike quickly for 6.
Brandon, my man, just one sentence for that one. Clinic.
And that's what they've done. They lead the league in points per game this season, but it's been quick strikeability as we saw on that drive.
I think they're actually intimidating defenses because they're back on their heels right away, wondering where it's going to come from, how they're going to hit them. This group is well organized, well coached, and extremely confident in what they do.
Let's go, boy. Bring it up.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've been outplayed early, no question. Down 14-0 already as they come up 1st and 10. Here's a throw, complete right side to start things out. 5 yards on the catch there, brings up 2nd down.
That was a nice throw out there to the flat, but they defended that pretty well. The hope is to go ahead and put it on him so he can turn and get upfield and gain additional yardage. There just wasn't anywhere to go on that play.
To throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky, he gets this complete to Shaheen, the tight end. 7 yards there and a 1st down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn it into a bigger game. Also, if they start...
And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Tariq Cohen with touchdown number 7 on the year. As his guys are on the board here in this first quarter. They were already down 2 scores early. They needed something to try to stem that tide, and that certainly qualifies. A big play to get them in the end zone.
It qualifies indeed because, let's face it, they don't get something done on this drive, turn it back over, this game could be 88 and out the gate early.
What? 88 and out the gate?
Yeah.
What's that?
Well, listen, I used to hear my old man talk about it. Usually meant that thing's done.
Well, now that they got the touchdown, it's not 88 and out the gate. We still got a good game going ahead of us. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And right now they're saying, hey, let's keep this going. 2 drives, 2 touchdowns.
Yeah, can't ask for a better start than that, can you? I mean, this is the way you practice it. This is the way you rehearse it. But right now, the play calling, they're locked in really well.
There to make the tackle, Khalil Mack.
61, match box, lights, now.
Here's a 2nd and 7. Pass complete to his receiver, Pettis. And he takes us beyond the 35 before going out of bounds. He'll get a dozen there, and it's a first down, 49ers. So here's a 1st and 10 at the 38. This is Grant. So he got free of 1 tackle, but couldn't do a whole lot else. 5 yards on the carry. Good pickup on first down. On 2nd down, it's Grant. And he'll be brought down just shy of midfield at the 49-yard line. A gain of 5, good enough for the first down. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. Back to throw. Tyler. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. And this will be stopped at the 44. That one good for 7 yards. Able to get 7 on that first down pass play. 2nd and 3. 2nd and 3. Gets this one left side to Pettis. And he is out of bounds inside the 35.
Go now. 60 outlaw.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
Baby, let's go. Let's go. Here we go. 18 Gator. Protein spill. To go.
On first down, Grant down to the 30 after a gain of 3.
They tried a quick hitter inside, but that one was swallowed up because what they're hoping, this big defensive lineman will take the bait and move laterally and open up a crease that they can run through. Didn't happen on that play.
And inside the 20 before he's brought down. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
We both know it's difficult, but they've made it look effortless out there. Through the air, on the ground, they've moved the ball with relative ease.
They'll run on first down. It's Grant. And he'll get about 3 as he's taken down at the 14-yard line.
We've called a lot of games, but we don't normally talk about inside linebackers being that fleet of foot, do we?
No, he was able to get outside there to make that play.
Yeah, and you know what makes them faster? Their ability to read plays, understand what offenses are trying to do, and put themselves in proper position.
And he will find his receiver, Pettis, for a 49ers touchdown. Dante Pettis on his way to a monster game. 3 first-half touchdowns. Here the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gonzalez able to tack on the PAT. And it's now 21-7. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And they had to wait a long time to get the football back. Probably not what you were hoping for when you got an offense that's humming.
Agreed. What you were looking for is the defense getting the ball back pretty quickly, right? Hoping for a 3 and out. So that didn't happen. You can't yell at your D for that. They've got to take care of their own business and reestablish themselves now that they're back on the field.
A big hitter to start the drive has him up near midfield here for 1st and 10.
Watch the pass. Slam, slam, slam. Move. Check 37.
Trubisky gives to Cohen, and that'll hurt the average a bit as this time they're able to get him behind the line. Call it a full 3 yards in the wrong direction there. Brings up 2nd down.
56. They can't hang with us.
Now on 2nd and 13. Trubisky. It's caught. It's Miller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers 40.
Fired that one in there, able to make connection on a nice in route.
With those faster passes when they're going that fast, any hesitation as a quarterback that the deflection, if you miss, might be bigger and lead to an interception?
Yeah, and the deflection works both ways. Maybe a defender gets a hand in the way and it pops in the air, and sometimes you throw it so hard your receiver can't handle it, and he pops it up in the air for the defenders to grab as well.
But a moot point there as they were able to connect. The throw complete. Trubisky to Miller. Another good gain. That's now 35 yards combined on those last two plays.
50 Cent. Mike, 50 Cent. Rip 18.
They'll throw on first down with Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. J.J. Watt in there to get him, and on the season now, that is 9 sacks for him.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
So that complicates things a bit here. 18 yards to go now on second down. Now Trubisky. Under pressure again, and down he goes again. DeForest Buckner in there for the sack, and it's an important one from a personal standpoint, as that is sack number 100 in what has certainly been a terrific career to this point. After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. He wants it all for the end zone, and it's intercepted at the goal line. Picked off with great anticipation. Week after week, we're seeing plays like this from him. I think he's in line. We've discussed it before for NFL Defensive Player of the Year.
And a big reason why, I think, is because of his ball skills. And that's something that, for guys of his position, they've talked about it for years. They've done the drills. But they've really increased it in recent seasons because of the offense have gotten so good. He knows how to take the ball away. That is huge for a defender.
10 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. And now with that completion, he's north of 200 yards here in the first half.
And he's going to break our statistician, Marvin, isn't it? Because Marvin right now is just tallying it up. Hope his hand doesn't hurt too much doing this or keeps hitting the calculator. But my goodness, what a start he is off to. By the end of this game, he could have monster numbers. He just wants to continue to be accurate.
Ball up to the 35 now as they come up on 1st and 10. On first down. It's Grant, and he's got it up over the 40 to the 41. Second quarter action with 1:59 remaining. And we remind you, coming up at the half, we'll join, who, Charles?
The coach.
The coach, Jonathan Coachman, standing by in Orlando. He'll have stats and scores from games in progress, as well as scores from earlier today.
The coach.
Sorry, we get slap happy up here sometimes. 2 first downs have him up near midfield now on 1st and 10. And he stopped immediately there. No gain on the play. It'll be second down. Now he'll look to throw here on 2nd and 10. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be out of bounds just shy of the 40. The Niners have the first down on a gain of 11. They'll run on first down. Grant. Give him 9 on the carry that time, and they're set up with a 2nd and 1.
That's a strong pickup right there on first down. And as this drive goes on, we're seeing an offensive line and running game imposing its will.
The previous run, good for 9. Here's 2nd and a yard. Looking to throw. Tyler. This one into the hands of Kittle, the tight end. And across the chalk, into the end zone. It's a 49er touchdown. George Kittle, his 9th touchdown of the season. And the Niners are able to stretch their lead. Gonzalez good on the extra point. And the lead now to 3 touchdowns at 21. Now after the touchdown, here's Gonzalez on to kick it away.
Their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And a first half that really has not been kind to them. A late opportunity here to maybe make some inroads on this deficit before half.
And this drive's going to go a long way towards telling us whether they actually have a chance to come all the way back in this game or not.
A gain there of 12 yards and a first down for the Bears. So a challenge coming down from the booth, and that's where these challenges come from, of course, in the final 2 minutes of the half.
Yeah, now we're going to New York, right? That's command central for the officials. They'll talk, they'll take a look at it, communicate with the referee at the game site, and issue a final decision because they do have the final call now.
Now a play fake here on first down. It's complete. It's Miller. And able to rip off a big chunk of yardage before being dropped inside the 40. Call that a very strong gain of 24.
First down, Chicago.
Now a timeout called for by the offense as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down.
Check 50, check 50. Watch motion, watch motion.
And down he goes, taking it inside the 10, just shy of the 5 at the 6. A big-time gain there on the keeper, using his legs to hurt him. First down. This time, Trubisky will throw to the end zone, but it's incomplete.
Get your backs to the goal line. I can hear my high school coach right now. This is when force meets force. Got to be physical in order to win this battle.
Yeah, that's where the physicality pays off. A nice job forcing the contact and forcing the incompletion.
Yeah, Coach Ford would have loved that play.
They come up here with another shot from the 6-yard line, and it's second and goal now. Now it's Trubisky. Looking end zone, but it's incomplete. He was looking for the tight end, Adam Shaheen, that time. But now it's third and goal.
It's third down and goal at the 6-yard line.
Two incompletions haven't moved him any closer. And likely throwing again, you'd have to think on third and goal here. Out of the gun, Trubisky. And this is going to be intercepted. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. And his guys have got it back at the closing stages of the first half.
The Niners take over first and 10 at their own 20-yard line.
The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. Time for a final kneel down or a safe run, and then they can head to the locker room with a lead.
Yeah, or they can even run a screen. You know, something they feel is somewhat safe that might actually pop and turn into a big play. That's what you usually run in this situation.
Or go 4 verticals because why not?
Because you're feeling it, right? You're just feeling it.
The last run got 3. Now here's second and 7.
64, weak.
A final shot before break. Tyler. And he's got this one complete to Callaway. And they're able to get this one across the 35. So we reach halftime in what's been a fairly one-sided game so far. As we'll send you eastward to Orlando. Standing by with that EA Sports halftime report now is Jonathan Coachman. Take it away, Coach. It's the 49ers out in front, and they will get the football first as well as we are back and started in the second half. At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. They have the ball here for the inaugural drive of the second half. Pretty big deficit, though. We'll see what adjustments were made in that locker room.
And I never want to make something more important than it actually is, right? I don't want to create more hype than what is there. But this is a real I'm doing.
And he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked by Tarvarius Moore. Well, that's 3 picks he's now thrown in this game.
And I know this, the holiday season, because here we are in December, right? It is the season of giving. Maybe for his own sake, after the game, he may have to announce that he's donating certain amounts to charity for each interception that he threw.
And he works it past the 30, almost to the 25. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards.
Hey, Charlotte.
On 1st and 10, Tyler. Open man is Samuel, complete. And he'll go out of bounds inside the 15-yard line. First down, San Francisco. The pickup, 14 yards. Back-to-back good plays have them on the move on first down. Out of the gun, they give to Freeman. And he couldn't quite get there. Tackled down at the 1. 11 more on that one, and another first down. He's obviously a bit of a shorter running back. Sometimes when he goes up the middle like that, he gets lost in there, and then he pops out for 10, 20 yards.
I actually asked NFL linebackers if that was true. Do you actually lose sight of some of the smaller running backs? And all of them confirmed that that can be a problem. Think of it this way. 2 of the top running backs in NFL history, Emmitt Smith, Barry Sanders, both 5'10".
It's 2nd and goal, back to the 8-yard line now. From the gun, it's a run for Freeman. And he'll be stopped up after only a couple of yards as he gets it down to the 5.
His path became similar to almost running a stretch play, didn't it? Trying to find a crease, anywhere to put his foot in the ground and cut back. It just never materialized.
Got it? Hey, wahoo! Hey, switch gears, switch gears.
From the gun on 3rd down, Tyler being chased out left. He can run for it, and he will. So no sack. He gets back to the line of scrimmage, but it'll still bring up a 4th down.
But there was pressure all around him, so the only play was to try and get out of there. I think it was an excellent effort by him just to get back to the line of scrimmage.
A good drive gets him inside the 5, but they could not punch it in.
And credit the defense, too. Make sure that that happens, because that was the old bend but don't break approach. Made sure they contained them when they absolutely had to and forced the field goal attempt that went through.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They are right now just ice cold. I mean, they have struggled big time in this game, and they're getting blown out. How do they adjust?
So tough, because we always talk about it being a team game, and you need all 11 working well together. But every now and then, partner, you need that one guy who can make a play against all odds that maybe can ignite things. And I think that's what they're looking for right now.
Yeah, you talk about going to your playmakers. They probably need to do it.
Find someone that you're used to touching the football that makes big plays and give them that opportunity to maybe wake up everyone else.
Hey, alert 3, alert 3. Hey.
Looking to throw again on 2nd down. Trubisky. Pressure comes, and Trubisky goes down. J.J. Watt has now recorded 10 sacks on the season.
So one quick, easy analysis about why they've struggled so far. They keep putting themselves in 3rd and long situations. They just took another sack right there.
And the offensive film session tomorrow may be a little longer than it normally is.
Not a lot of positive grades will be handed out thus far.
Now Trubisky on 3rd and long. And he'll find Hall. They get 12 yards back, but it still leads to a 4th and long.
One hallmark of good defenses is understanding the game, understanding positioning, and tackling immediately in the secondary after catches. I think we just saw that on display right there.
Got to him before he ever had a chance to think about turning it upfield. A good return there, 17 yards. And the Niners will go on offense, 1st and 10. The San Francisco offense ready to start their next drive. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
Looking for a crease, can't find one. Stopped at the line of scrimmage. Call it no gain on the keeper, and it's going to bring up a 3rd down.
Recon, 132 fighter.
And he'll lose yardage on the play back at the 37-yard line. That'll bring up 4th. They had the 8-yard gain on 1st down, but unable to do much from there. This is away and a very good kick, angled for the sidelines. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds, and they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. And for an offense that is struggling, this is not where you want to start from. Great punt.
Fantastic punt. And for all those who wonder, what do punters do during the course of practice each and every day? The best ones do what we just saw there. Work on positioning the football and helping their team.
No gain on the play there. 2nd down. Looking to throw on 2nd down. Trubisky able to find Shaheen here. And he'll get it up a little shy of the 15. They'll spot him down at the 14-yard line. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down. This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on 3rd down.
Mike, 53.
Now it's Trubisky. And almost intercepted. That would have been his 3rd pick in this game alone. Instead, 4th down. Now the offense going to use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this.
We're into the second half now, and this is an offense that continues to struggle to sustain a drive.
Looks like they're just totally out of sync, whether they're running the ball, passing the ball like we saw there. I don't know. The rhythm seems off. The 49er offense set to get this drive underway. And now you've got the clock winding down here in the 3rd quarter. Your 3 scores to the good. What's your approach on this drive?
Too early to fully commit to playing the clock game. Yet at the same time, you're also not going pell-mell like you would in 2-minute offense. This is what NFL offenses call 4-minute football. Take the clock out of the game a little bit, wind it down, but at the same time, keep advancing the ball down the field.
Now, this will probably be the last play of the quarter. We're off to the 4th quarter here in Week 15. Happy holidays to all. We'll return with more after this. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports.
Check, 59. 80 weapons. Smooth.
On 1st down, Tyler. He's going to look deep down the field. Looking for Pettis, but that's intercepted. Eddie Jackson picks it. Their passing game has been spectacular this afternoon. Finally, a win for the defense.
You think maybe there was an adjustment there. Finally gained a measure of, I don't even know if you call it revenge, but got a play done against him, and that's been difficult for them all game long.
Let's go one more. Check, exit. Check.
Following the fumble recovery, it's Trubisky, and that'll be incomplete. Another wayward pass. You know, things started out poorly in this game, and to be frank, they just really haven't gotten much better.
And all that does is embolden a secondary. They feel good about what's going on, and they just play better and better.
After the incompletion, here's 2nd and 10 from the 20. Now Trubisky to throw. That's caught by Hollister. And he's brought down at the 24 after a gain of 4. 4 yards on the completion, and it sets up a 3rd down. The Bears on 3rd down. A pretty woeful 0 for 5 thus far. This will be 3rd and 6. From the gun, it's Trubisky. Oh, he almost intercepted it. They're just forcing it into too many tough spots. That was almost a 4th pick of the game. And now 4th down. Their already slim hopes are going to ride on this one. They'll go on 4th down.
Hey, watch the ball, watch the ball. Hey, Echo. 53's Mike. Check, 50.
They'll try and throw for it with Trubisky. The catch is made by Riley Ridley. So, of course, they declined that there. They knew they had the free play. They got great yardage out of it.
It's kind of like when we were at dinner last night. You saw me reach for the check, so you ordered dessert on top of it, right? You said you had the free play.
Yeah.
Right, already had what you needed. Go ahead and get a little more on top. I like it.
Throwing on 1st down, but this one winds up to be incomplete. He's looking for Ridley again, and that'll bring up 2nd down. I think this is what this game's become now. Just go deep, see if we can get something to go our way.
Yeah, not the most creative or most inventive play call there, but not much has worked for them throughout this game. They're almost at a loss about what to dial up.
So after the incompletion on 1st, now 2nd and 10.
Get ready, get ready, get ready. Let's go, let's go.
Throwing once more, it's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign.
It's 3rd down.
After that sack we just saw, Trubisky and the Bears deal with a 3rd and long. They go play action with Trubisky. And this is going to be incomplete.
They went with the dime look that time on defense, just flooded the field with defensive backs, blanketed everyone, took away all the passing angles, thus the incompletion.
A critical one here if they're going to have any shot at this thing. So they'll go for it on 4th down.
Alert, 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 alert.
Here we go. It's Trubisky on 4th down. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. The Bears tried it on 4th down, unable to convert. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Come on, set. 15 line it. 15 line it. Watch the curve, watch the curve. Get it.
This is Freeman on 1st and 10. And they got it inside the 10 at the 8. Now they'll have it 1st and goal following that gain of 17.
Eddie Jackson brought him down. 1st and goal at the 8-yard line.
They'll run here with Freeman. And he's going to take it in. Touchdown, San Francisco. Devontae Freeman, his 6th touchdown of the season as his guys continue to pour it on. So another score there, and often you talk about the 3 phases of the game. Defense, offense, special teams. It's been a clean sweep in this one, hasn't it?
It certainly has. They've been pretty dominant throughout this game. And privately, the head coach will add a 4th phase. That's the coaching. And he'll tell the ownership that as he tries to negotiate a new contract off of this win.
They are looking strong here in the 4th quarter.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they were very fortunate, this offense. They went for it on 4, turned it over in their own territory, but the other guys held up. They didn't give up any points.
So how about the guy with the #1 headset on the sidelines, the head coach? That was planned going into it, not necessarily to not get the 1st down or to have the defense have to hold
But he
up.
trusted his defense.
Trusted his defense very much, and I think that's how he's going to play this game. Go for it, be aggressive, because I've got the Wild Bunch backing me up over here on my own sideline.
Now we'll see what his offense can do. Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete. The Bears on 3rd down, as bad as you can be, 0 for 7 thus far. This is 3rd and 9.
Hey, Haywood. Mike, 53, Mike.
Trubisky will throw. Oh, he's got a man wide open, complete. A gain of 19 and picking up the 1st. He's such a good route runner. Shows it there on third down. Very proficient and a good pass.
And you know what I've observed over the years in the NFL? The better a route runner you are, the more confidence your guy's going to have in you to go to you in important times because he can...
Now the Niners get there and bring him down. Nick Bosa, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. Work to be done here on 2nd and 16 after the sack. Now they'll run it with Cohen. And nothing doing here as this time the run maybe gets him back to the line of scrimmage, but that's it. No gain on the play this time, and it'll be a 3rd and long situation coming up. The Bears on 3rd down. Just 1 conversion in 8 tries. Not good. This is 3rd and 16.
Watch that. Check. Shift. Alert.
Here's Trubisky to throw. And he's got Miller. And this will move the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the 49ers' 43. Just 2 minutes remaining here in the 4th quarter of what has been a one-sided affair. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. Here's Trubisky. Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. DeForest Buckner, what a season he continues to have. His 15th sack of the campaign. Don't need it all back at once, but you figure they're going to need something here. 17 yards to go on 2nd down. And good penetration here. He'll get this down only to about the 49-yard line. A minimal gain there on the 8th play of the drive. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile. Throwing here, Trubisky. Under pressure here, and down he goes. Sacked back at about the 43-yard line. DeForest Buckner, he continues to wreak havoc in the offensive backfield. Sack number 16 on the year. The offense going to stay out there. They've converted once, failed once. What can they do here on 4th down? Got to try it here. He's back to throw. He's going to let it fly. And this is going to be incomplete. They had to go for it with such little time remaining. And the Niners take over in terrific field position.
Here we go. 10-2 stop. 61, matchbox lights. Let's go, baby.
That one looks like he'll throw here. That's going to be caught by Samuel. 13 yards there and a Niner first.
But it appears that they read man defense and went to the out route, and what you have to do on that one is the receiver's got to make sure he works the defender towards the middle of the field to give himself space to cut to the outside and have that ball delivered with good timing, and they got it done.
He's going to let this one go deep. And this will be caught. And the carnage continues. It's another touchdown. A nice throw there by the 2nd-year quarterback.
And I don't believe that was the kind of play he would have made as a rookie, because usually your rookie season is a continuation of your college days. A lot of one read, and if you don't have it, you just take off and go. Now he's settled in the pocket a little bit more, reading the field and getting to his 2nd and sometimes 3rd progression. That was a nice play.
Let's go.
The Bears take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. They've lost this one. Their offense has struggled. Do they try to put together something here at the end? Nowhere to escape, and he goes down. Nick Bosa in there to bring him down, and that is sack number 17 for him now on the year. A big offensive explosion helped leading them to victory, and the defensive guys, they're just saying, hey, put those points up every week, we'll just keep winning.
They will gratefully accept them, won't they? It makes their job that much easier when they're scoring that many points, allows them to play with a totally different style and a different flow.
So for San Francisco, they continue to make their case as a Super Bowl favorite as they move to 13-1. And they will hit the road next week to take on the Washington Redskins. Meanwhile, for Chicago, they'll drop to 9-5 on the year. And they'll get a chance to redeem themselves at home next week. Thanks for tuning in, everybody. Alongside Charles Davis, we thank our entire crew. I'm Brandon Gaudin. This is the NFL on EA Sports.
Honey, I dash, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, they will not stop me, tenfold, copy, end zone, watch me, celebrate, I'm cocky, I do my dance, jump in the stands, no man, oh, there with the hands, thought he could guard me, I ruin they plans, I do what I want, they do what they can, got it on smash, put on the gas, I will not crash, honey, y'all dash, 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 yeah. They can't catch up cause they lacking the stamina. Way too advanced to be playing with amateurs. Stay on attack when they tackle like damager. They react and play it back on the camera. High